I like coining phrases. The more I do this, the more things that come out of my mind. Like, it's all about stream of consciousness, right? Like, that's why I love Anchor and podcasting and my AirPods, because I can just stop doing whatever I'm doing and then record a cloud note, right? Like a voice note. And then I can use that voice note audio. Like, it's so stream of consciousness. And I find a lot of secrets in my mind by doing that, because I just keep talking and talking and talking, and I'm sure a lot of people get that too if they're writers, right? They just keep writing and then all of a sudden gold. Anyway, so industry specific horse blinders, okay? As a consultant who sees, all the industries and all the markets, when I'm applying these techniques in the automated method for industries and markets, I'm, as a software consultant or a software influencer, I look at all these cloud stacks and I build my own cloud stacks that I would try to influence a business, especially, for modern method conversion or migration, to use. But this is another mindset shift tactic. If you think you know all the industries, well, then you must be a software consultant or influencer like myself. Or how about you ask yourself this: are you one of these people where you only know your industry, which means you only know your market, and then so all the information is kind of, like this, like that, and then you don't know what's going on the other side of the blinder? So what happens is you're very, very aligned only one way, and then you think that that's the only way. But one of the massive things that I can probably tell someone in a conversation in under 5 minutes is that a lot of the world industry operates the same way. That's why people use, like, say, for example, one of the most common accounting software packages is QuickBooks Online. But that doesn't just apply to like one industry. It applies to a whole bunch of industries on the earth. I always like when I say that, on the entire earth. And so if you think that you know better than the earth, based on how everybody has similar operation, right? Similar application choices, similar processes, because a lot of business can be, 50% of business is all the same. I don't know if that's a stat, but whatever. You know that, and I know that if you were to go into company A and they were in one industry and company B in a different industry, they might actually share a lot of the same thing. Actually, they do share a lot of the same logic, right? So let's break your mind, right? And then I always like this as a thing now, so I want you to think about it. If you're one of those people where you think, it's this, that all industries, and you still haven't changed something traditionally, like you haven't added a modern technique or modern method, see? Like, I'm trying to, I don't want to say it because I don't know if I want to curse on Instagram, but it's a mind fuck. Right? That's what it is. You're trying to, I'm trying to find out how I can logically pin you in a corner. And this is for your own benefit. And it's for, if anything, it will add to the success of your business. And, majority of the businesses that I have any mentorship programs with, where I'm trying to split team and executive into two pieces and then look for having high value conversations only in one aspect, and then team building training in the other. And, that's all these things, they require bandwidth of the owner. And so I need to get people to, break these pieces, break down these barriers in their mind so they're willing to say yes to things that I've already established with other business owners work, right? Like, you can imagine how frustrating that gets, right? Because you supply a similar technique and method, like a protocol from, company A, just like pieces of it that are successful, to maybe a different industry. And they're not convinced. The owners are not convinced because they're like, it's not specific to my industry. I'm like, well, just watch some of these videos.